Hello again. In this video we will load a CSV file into a data frame like this one. Okay, it has a date 1, date 2, number and fatalities. Date 1 and date 2 are the same dates but in different formats. The first one starts with the month and then we have the day, and the second one starts with the day and then we have the month. Okay, also after loading from a CSV file, these dates will be strings objects. So the first thing that we will do is convert strings into Pandas Datetime. Okay, these strings into Pandas Datetime. After these, we will explore some properties about datetime object and do some operations. And finally, we will do a plot of this data frame using one of these columns. As always, we start by importing pandas and reading the CSV file into a data frame object. In this case, the CSV file is car accidents. This file, okay, it has 5 records and it has a date 1, date 2 that is the same date as date 1 but in another format, the number of accidents and the number of fatalities. These values don't have any meaning, I just made up. Okay, here I am printing the original data frame. The first thing that I want to do here is print DataFrame.dTypes, and let's run these and see what this does. As we can see here, in the date 1 we have an object and date 2 we have another object. They are not datetime objects. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is translate these into datetime objects. Convert to datetime object. Data frame, we choose the date 1 column. It is equals to pd.to_datetime. We provide the column that we want to convert into a datetime object. So in this case is data frame date 1. For date 2 is the same thing, just need to copy and paste and change the values, and now can print the data types. Let's run, and we have date 1 and date 2 as date time. It's everything okay, at least we think so. If we print the data frame again and run, we see here that in the original data frame we have the same date with different formats. Okay, and here they should be in the result, they should be in the same format, but Pandas couldn't find out that these are different formats for the same date. To solve this problem, we need to go here and provide a second argument that is called format, and we say that the format of the date is percentage day dash percentage month dash percentage year in uppercase, because is 4 numbers. Okay, now we can run this again, and now the dates are equals. This datetime have some properties that are very useful. For example, we can access just and only just the month like this. Okay, also we can access the day of the year, and also we can access the weekday. Okay, like this. If we print these, we get these values. Here is the month of each date, here is the day of the year of each date, and here is the weekday of every date. I just showed here 3 properties of datetime, but there are a lot more. If you Google for Pandas API reference, you can go here to series and search for datetime properties, and here you have a list of all the properties of datetime object. Now let's see how to use some datetime operations. Let's imagine that we want to filter rows for a certain point in time. To do that, we define a timestamp is equals to pd.toDatetime. The month is the 5, the day can be 23, and the year 2002. After this, we can print dataframe.lock, and which rows we want. We want the rows that are DataFrame.date1 higher or equals to timestamp. Okay, and the columns, we want all the columns. Okay, we run these and we got this result. Okay, we just have here the dates higher or equals than the date that we defined. Also, we can get the maximum date. To do that, print DataFrame.date1.max. If we have a max, we have a min, so we can get the minimum date. Let's run this, and we have here the maximum date and the minimum date. Now let's say that we want to know how many days are between the maximum date and the minimum date. To do that, we declare here a variable days is equals to, and we say DataFrame.date1.max minus DataFrame.date1.min. And after this, we ask for the days. Let's print and run, and we get here the value of how many days are between the minimum date and the maximum date. Let's do the final exercise, plot the data. And let's first create a new column. The column will be DataFrame year. And let's access the DataFrame.date1.dt.year. Then we need to import matplotlib.py-plot as p for plotting the data, and we need to plot DataFrame.plot. Which column will be in the x? It will be the column year. Which column will be in y? It will be the number of accidents. Let's p.show and run this. And we got this strange plot. Why? Because the year is not sorted. If we print the data frame, we can see here that the column year is not sorted by year. Okay, so let's sort these. Let's say DataFrame.sort values of column year, and also we want it to be in place equals true. Let's run this again, and now we get this plot. Don't forget to give a like to this video and subscribe, and as always, many thanks for watching.